Hello and welcome to video number 5 in the Vincent Lyon campaign during the pandemic. The latest question I received on Facebook was, what is the school's responsibility for student safety on the internet? I will answer this in a moral responsibility point of view rather than a legal responsibility / legal liability point of view. The school has a responsibility for student safety on the internet. I firmly believe if you give someone a tool, you need to make sure they know how to use it, or they'll get hurt. So since the school is providing the tools, the school has a responsibility to ensure the students know how to use those tools safely. How does the school do this? Well, in the way the school does best, and what the school does best. The school needs to teach. That means not putting up barriers, block sites. Those features they have their use, but students can get around them. If you ban things, you're only incentivizing students to try to find out what it is that you're banning to get around those. Also, no lectures on the horrible, predators out there and how scary and dangerous site the internet is. Students tune those things out. No, the school needs to teach. It needs to teach two things. The first, most important, is critical thinking. Teach students how to judge the credibility and value of something they're looking at, so that they don't get swept up in the latest Twitter conspiracy theory, so that they don't get fall victim to predatory emails, phishing emails, etc. Teach them those skills, and you start teaching those skills as early as possible, at least as early as when you first give a student an internet accessible device. Kids need to know, and by teaching them how to make those judgments themselves, you empower them and you make them want to make those judgments. And the second thing that schools need to provide is a safe environment, so that students who have an issue or have a question can bring it to an adult. They can bring it to the parents. If the parents provide those environments at home, hopefully they do. They can bring it to a teacher, because the teachers will provide those environments in school, so that the student runs into something that is questionable, they can take it to an adult, ask that adult for input without fear of being accused of anything, without fear of being found judged by what they've looked at. Just a neutral, comfortable environment where they feel safe, and that is the only way that adults will be allowed into those settings and be able to address those issues. So in short, yes, the school does have a responsibility. I think it needs to be baked into the curricula of every class that requires any student to use the internet. And during this remote learning time we're in, that's every student, and it needs to be right up front. Here's the critical thinking tools you need, and if you have any issues, our doors are open, our hearts are open. Come, we will help you without judgment. Thank you. Feel free to ask me any other questions on my Facebook. Look up vincentlyon.com, and please vote for me in August.